Okay, wonderful sixth graders. This video is going to show you how to complete your label and color of a plant and animal cell. The first thing that you need to do is you need to go ahead and snip these black lines so that you make these little flaps that allow you to lift them up and write down what's underneath and write down the organelle underneath. What you will then do is you will glue this portion onto your notebook, and underneath each of these flaps, you'll be writing the name of the organelle, and you'll color the flaps the color of the organelle. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need to pause this video in between as you're coloring. So the first thing we're going to color is the cell wall. The cell wall is responsible for providing support to a plant cell. It only belongs in the plant cell, and it's this outermost layer. You may color this any way you would like. So go ahead and color your cell wall, and then add to your flap right here, color this number 1 the same color, and write cell wall underneath. All right, next we have the cell membrane. The cell membrane is the organelle that controls what comes in and out of the cell. It is located in both a plant and animal cell. And go ahead and color in the cell membrane, and then write that under flap number 2. Next, we have the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that holds the organelles and that the organelles float inside the cell. I did this on my computer, so I was unable to shade this entire area, but it's going to be the entire area around the organelles in both the animal and the plant cell. So go ahead and color in the cytoplasm, color flap 3, and then under flap 3, go ahead and write cytoplasm. Number 4, we have the nucleus, which again is located in both the animal and plant cell. It is this entire center organelle, or this entire organelle, in both cells. The nucleus is the brain of the cells. It kind of tells the cell what it needs to do. So go ahead and color in the nucleus, color in flap 4, and then underneath flap 4, write the word nucleus. All right, next we have the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum are these organelles that are attached to the nucleus, and these act as like a highway system or a transportation network for things leaving the nucleus. So they kind of leave the nucleus and they go to the endoplasmic reticulum, and the endoplasmic reticulum directs them where they need to go. So go ahead and color in the endoplasmic reticulum, and then color flap 5, and underneath flap 5, write that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Next, we have number 6. This is a Golgi apparatus. Again, this is found in both the animal and the plant cell. The Golgi apparatus acts as like a post office. It is where different particles or materials from the cell are processed and packaged and sent to different locations, either within the cell or outside the cell. So it's kind of the package center of the cell. Go ahead and color in your Golgi apparatus, and then under flap 6, go ahead and write down that is the Golgi apparatus, sometimes called the Golgi body. Number 7 is the vacuole. The vacuole is a storage tank, basically, for animal and plant cells. It stores water, food, waste, whatever might need to get stored. As you can tell in the plant cell, the vacuole is much larger. This is part of what gives the plant support as well when their vacuole is filled. So go ahead and color in the vacuole in both the animal and plant cell, and then color flap 7, and underneath write the word vacuole. Number 8 is ribosomes. So ribosomes are protein makers. They're little tiny like factory machines basically that make different proteins that are used throughout the body and throughout the cell. So go ahead and color in organelle number 8, which is ribosomes, and then color the flap, and underneath the flap, write the word ribosomes. If you want, you can color in all these little circle dots. All of those are ribosomes. So you can color those in if you'd like. Number nine. Number nine is only located in the plant cell. This is the chloroplast. The chloroplast is what takes sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide and turns it into food for the plant. So this is how photosynthesis, if you've heard of that, this is the organelle that performs photosynthesis. Again, it's only in the plant cell. There are 3 of them in this plant cell, one here, and one here. So go ahead and color in your chloroplast, and then under color flap 9, and under flap 9, go ahead and write chloroplast. And finally, number 10 is the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. This is what makes energy for your body, for the cell, for everything. The mitochondria is located in both the plant and animal cell. There are 3 in the animal cell and there are 3 in the plant cell. You can go ahead and color those in, write mitochondria under flap 10. And that is the end of your coloring in the plant cell.